2, 3, and left, 2, 3, and right, 2, 3, and here we go. Shuffle right.
Oh, I know the shuffle one.
And
okay.
left, let's turn, and half turn, let's
go.
go. And we're back.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey.
So just do a little honky-tonk angel here. You know, when we're in Texas, you got the hat on, you got to do a little line dancing, and that's what it's all about because we're dancing through some of the best deals you will ever see. And if we don't beat it, what's going to happen? You're going to get a little cash back. So we get you taken care of. That's our guarantee.
I love
here.
that.
And you know what our favorite part about doing this is not only when we have our partner picks, but we do all of these things where we actually get you a chance to take a look at some of these wonderful vehicles that we get. We get our viewer picks, but we also get our staff pick.
Love picks. And you guys, we are seeing so many different RVs throughout the whole weekend. If you have any questions, make sure to text RV to 46642 and a specialist will be on the other line just dying and waiting to answer your questions.
Yeah, we have some amazing specialists, and if you say, Sean, that's the vehicle I want, that's the vehicle you can get. Let's take a look at this staff pick. This is a beautiful Forest River Cardinal Luxury one. Ian, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited. We have the staff pick. I, of course, am Ian Baker. I'm joined by my man Abel here, and he has picked a beautiful unit for you guys this week. This is the Cardinal Luxury 390 FBX, and it's just a gorgeous unit. Abel, tell me, what is your favorite part about this one?
Man, honestly, probably my favorite feature would be that front bath. That is probably my favorite feature on this unit alone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful front bath. You have the dual vanity. I like the setup we have inside, kind of that mid-living area, the big rear kitchen. And we have a ton about on the outside too, when we're talking about features, right? Talk about some of those construction features.
Yes, sir.
I mean, tell me, what do we have? What do we have right down here, right? Making life a little bit easier for people.
So we have a
hydraulic auto level system there.
Hydraulic auto level system. We also have that drop level I-beam.
Yes, the drop frame. Yes, exactly. So I love this because, you know, for me, and I'm sure, you know, you can experience this as well. You get out there, you know, one of the things that kind of stinks is having to level it out, right? You back up, you pull forward, you put your leveling blocks in there. With this, I mean, just touch a button and it's done, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about you. You're over 21, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's better to start drinking quick, right? You know, sit down, relax, get in your chair.
Yeah,
that's what I'm all about. You know, put the awning out, set up camp.
Yeah, it just makes life a much way easier. Just press a button.
Exactly. You talked about the drop frame, right? And that's a big one too, because I don't know about you, but I like to take chairs. I like to take grills, you know, all this extra stuff we go camping. You know, I'll have my patio mat. And you get all the space in the world in here with that drop frame.
Yeah, you got tons of space inside of here, so you can put a bunch of extras. You know, there's definitely no lack of storage in here.
And it looks like it's heated too, is that correct?
Yes, it is also heated inside of this unit.
I love that. And battery disconnect in there, you can just quick and easily pop that, so that way you're not draining the battery. It looks like you have tie downs, which is cool. So you need to tie anything down in there. I mean, it's a big space. You don't want stuff rattling around.
So yeah, especially so you don't have stuff just moving around. You can just tie it down.
I love that. And a beautiful exterior with the fiberglass. You can tell, right? You go up to a unit and you can tell like a nicer fiberglass just from the shine, right? The kind of luster that you have in there.
Yes, for sure.
And we have two awnings on this one, it looks like?
Yes, you will have two awnings on here. You have that main awning and then the other one on that slide.
That is awesome. There's a TV in there too?
Yes.
Oh man, we'll have to get around to that in just a second. Let's kind of move to the front, talk a little bit about some of the stuff on the front of this unit because, I mean, you have this gorgeous painted front cap. I think they did a great job on here. And the windshield, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure for this floor plan is new for 2021.
Yes, it is.
So, and I don't know about you, but I think that definitely adds to that bathroom. You know, when you're talking about how awesome that bathroom is, I think that right there is something that really helps set it apart.
Yeah, it does, honestly, and especially being able to just look out, see the scenery and everything is just gorgeous.
That's what it's all about, man. Then we have the Rotoflex pin box, right? So we're gonna get a little bit better towability out of there. And gen prep, it looks like. So if you want a generator on this one, nice and easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Now when I dug under here a little ways, it looks like there's a pure sine wave inverter, a 1000-watt inverter. So you know, the thing I like about that is it gives you that 120, right? And I think that's awesome. So that, you know, it's the pure sine wave, so it's clean. So if you have electronics, you know, you have like your laptop, your MacBook, your tablet, you're not going to get that power spike that's going to damage it, because that's what a lot of people, you know, if you get some of like the inexpensive portable generators, that's a problem. You know, you get those power spikes and it causes damage.
Yeah.
But when you get that pure sine wave inverter, make sure everything's nice and clean, which that's a huge deal when we're talking about plugging things in and running off that generator.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, yeah, there's the auto level system. We saw the nice big storage. Man, oh man. Looks like you have the kind of rolled roof up top, you know, comes down a little bit further. So that way, you know, it's better protection against the rain, the elements, and
The
same thing with
seamless windows.
Yeah, exactly, the frameless windows. Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. Like, what's the advantage of having the frameless windows?
Man, the thing I like about the frameless windows is even if it's raining, you can still prop them out. And then it's also going to be seamless and everything, so you don't have to worry about, you know, the weather damage because it's also behind that UV protected glass and everything.
I love that. And they just look nice, man.
Honestly, yeah.
It really helps to that kind of the exterior aesthetic of it. What do we got here, buddy? Tell me a little bit about this.
Man, this is a really cool feature. So on the inside, actually, if you, instead of having like a separate trash can or anything, there's a little spot where you can actually throw your trash away. You can come out here, just grab your trash can and throw it away.
How convenient.
Honestly.
I love that, because again, I don't know about you, but you know, sometimes I'll have empty beer cans and I'll toss them in my trash, and they're supposed to be empty. Mine are empty, other people's aren't, and they put them in there. There's a little left. Go to take the trash out, all of a sudden I'm spilling stuff all over my RV, all over the floor. Nobody wants that. This makes it simple, man. Just take it out, dump it, good to go. That is awesome. And is this a tankless hot water heater? Or
It
tankless
is.
water heater, I should say?
Yes, it is. It is a tankless water heater.
That's awesome. You know, it's always funny, right? Because I said it in the beginning too, but I hear so many people that say tankless hot water heater, but you're not heating hot water, right?
Yeah.
It's not a hot water heater, it's a water heater. But no, tankless is great, you know, especially if you have multiple people that are taking showers, you know, just making sure everything's going to be nice and toasty for you. And what do we have here?
This is the 50 amp cord roll up. So instead of having to fight it and stuff like that, once it's already rolled up, all you have to do is just a click of a button and it'll end up just rolling itself back up.
Dude, I don't know if you've left Texas much, right? But I'm up in Michigan and it gets stinking cold. And when you're trying to roll up a 50 amp hose, dude, it is a battle, man. Like trying to get that thing. It's like fighting an octopus, right?
Oh,
you're sitting here doing one of these. It's wrapping around your leg. Can't wind the stinking thing up.
Man.
That right there, just touch a button, it does it all for you.
Ooh.
I'm in. Now this right here, right? This is one of my absolute favorites. When we're talking about luxury fifth wheels, there's a lot of luxury. No, I shouldn't say a lot. There's a fair number of luxury fifth wheels out there, and so many of them have gone away from the rear cap. And Cardinal, you know, was the same, right? They went away from it too, but for 2021, they brought it back, and I love it for so many reasons. I mean, it looks more complete, and it adds insulation value to the back, right? But most importantly for me is the fact it's harder for rain to get in. You know, instead of the seal being right here, it wraps around the side so that the water, you know, as it's coming down, it has to fight a heck of a lot harder to get in there. Chances are it's just not going to, and it completes the look overall. When you're talking luxury, I mean, just look at it, you know? Would you look at it? And then, you know, rear ladder, get up on the roof. You have your backup camera prepped there. Dude, this is a good choice, man. I love this thing.
Man, thank you, thank you.
All right, Abe, let's come around. Let's take a look over here at the TV, right? So we talked a little bit about this. I noticed it was underneath that secondary awning, which I love. Nice TV. Looks like you get a sound bar there, Bluetooth capable, right?
Of course, yes. So I actually also really like this because, I mean, what a better place than to be outside, you know, being one with nature, watch some TV, play some tunes, and you get an awning so you don't have to worry about the weather.
I love it. I love it. And another thing I noticed, I saw it somewhere. It looks like this one has the road armor, right? Like, well, it has a couple things. One, you have the road armor suspension with the wet shackles and bolts there, which is fantastic. Great suspension system, especially when you combine it with the Rotoflex Kingpin up front. But also you have the enclosed underbelly, right? It's the ABS panels versus the corrugated board. So so much easier for maintenance. You know, it just protects it better, and I just like, I like the fact that it's a little more solid, a little more rugged.
Yeah, and a lot of people end up liking that part too as well. Yeah,
for sure. Tell me a little bit about the steps here.
Man, these sturdy steps are actually really amazing. So they're self-adjustable, or not self-adjustable, but you can adjust them to different lengths and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then they're really sturdy, so you don't have to worry about them wobbling around or anything.
Man, I love that. Folds right up in the door. Something else I noticed that most manufacturers don't do is that this one has a strut here too, so it's super easy. Like, a lot of times these are pretty heavy, And I mean, look at that, right? One finger, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing to pick it up, set it down, and yeah, dude, that's absolutely fantastic. Well, I tell you what, I love the outside, but I know that you didn't pick it because of construction, even though it's great. But there's some awesome features inside. You want to head on in?
Yeah.
Show everyone?
Let's take a look.
Sweet.
All right, so I guess we'll go over here to the back real quick.
Yeah, so where do you want to start? You want to start in the living area? You want to start in the kitchen? What are you thinking?
Let's start in the kitchen.
Yeah, let's come on back. In this, you know, and I know we talked about it, you know, when you first picked this one out, but I love it, and I agree with you, right? The two-tone, how you have like the lighter on the bottom, you know, a little bit darker on top, kind of going with the residential industry.
Yes.
Right? You know, and I agree with you. I think it was a good choice. Helped bring it a little bit lighter in the kitchen. I mean, I don't know about you. I like a light kitchen at home. You know, I want it to feel fresh and clean.
Yeah.
And I think that accomplishes it pretty well.
Of course, yeah. The white cabinets match with the brown ones on top.
Yep.
Kind of like that classic, but also that home look on the top as well.
Exactly. Tell me a little bit about the countertops. I know we talked about the trash. Why don't you show me that real quick?
Man, this is the real cool part. So instead of having that trash can off to the side, it's actually right here. So if you just end up getting any scraps or trash, you can just dump it in there. You don't have to worry about it till after. You can just go right around to the outside and just dump it.
Dude, that is awesome. And this is something else I love, right? Is the fact that you have like an actual residential oven. I mean, it's a 4-burner cooktop.
Yes, it is. So a lot of people, they're starting to want more residential units inside of their, you know, their campers and stuff. So you can actually fit a whole turkey since we just passed, you know, Thanksgiving. actually.
Yeah. Dude, that's incredible. A nice big microwave up top. Man. So something else I noticed when we were outside, and I guess I should have talked about it, but this one has 3 AC units, which I find impressive to begin with, you know, especially in a hotter area, you know, like down in Texas, Arizona, you know, we're down in Texas now, and it's not too bad this time of year, but I'm sure, and you can attest, I'm sure it gets pretty hot in the summer.
Oh man, yes. When summer hits, a lot of people, it's like you have to have 3 AC units basically because, come on now, I know you're trying to go camping, but you want to cool down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be uncomfortable and sticky or anything like that. And I see they're all quiet cool too, which I like. So that whether, you know, you're back here in the kitchen or in the living area or up in the bedroom, you know, no matter where it's happening, you still can have conversation like we are right now. You don't have to yell over each other to have a conversation. You don't have to yell over the AC. You can still watch TV at a normal volume.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's one of the, it's honestly really good. You can just have that conversation and everything. You don't have to worry about that noise.
Yeah, for sure. And big sink, man. It looks like you have an apron front, double bowl, very modern. I love the apron front sinks. I mean, it's a really cool look there. Especially, like I say, with the white cabinets, you have the solid surface countertop, the high rise, plenty of storage in here, man. Look at all the storage.
Yes, that is a big thing. So a lot of people love their cabinet space, storage. You get that full pantry.
That's awesome. And the cool thing about it, right, is that it's a front bath, right? So if it was like a rear kitchen, fifth wheel, right, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, the big thing is the rear kitchen. I would expect a lot of this. But the fact that you get that big front bath, we're going to see in a little bit, plus the awesome, you know, middle living area that's almost like a front living room placed in the middle. Man, this is a dynamite floor plan. Abel, you did a good job, dude.
Thank you.
You picked a good one. Upgraded Samsung appliances, I noticed as well. So
yes.
I see that here with the fridge. Does it have an ice maker in it? I think it does.
Yes.
Got an ice maker. Oh man, now you're speaking my language. Buffet style table. That is something I don't see very often either, right? How it kind of goes into the wall there. I've seen a few manufacturers do it, but it's a nice look. You know, something that usually you see in a motorhome. But I'm glad that they started bringing it into a fifth wheel. And I see 2 chairs here, but it looks like we have a little leaf, and there's 2 folding chairs they store up front, right?
Yes, there is 2 folding chairs they store up front and stuff. Just just in case you want to have company over or anything else.
Perfect. And I'm pretty sure they match this pattern as well?
Yes, they match the pattern.
That's awesome. Man, nice and bright in here. You can see the lights. You got a wall sconce here. Let me click that guy on. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So yeah, nice and bright. So let's talk a little bit about the living area. So it looks like we have a tri-fold sofa here, another one on the opposite side. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have 2 tri-fold sofas, and then it looks like you have some recliners over here.
Oh man, the theater seats. Look at that.
Yes.
So all right, so yeah, so we have lights. Of course, this isn't going to work, right? Because we're not plugged into shore power, and it requires the 120, and we only have 12-volt power currently, but it looks like it is power to both recline, to put the legs out, put them back down, lights. Has a massage.
It does have a massage feature.
Heck yeah.
That's also one of the good things. Just be laid back, you know, relaxing and stuff. And I mean, who doesn't want a good massage?
Yeah, exactly, right? Hey, listen, just because we're RVing doesn't mean we can't be a little bougie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love this. Another thing I saw too is that there's no carpet this year, right? They completely eliminated it and went with linoleum, and you can't even tell. I mean, it blends in seamlessly, right? Like for the slides.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful. And talk to me a little bit here, right? So this is the entertainment area. So everyone's sitting around, we're having good conversation. What if we want to watch TV? Got a nice big TV there.
You get the big TV, you get that sound bar on the bottom, so you definitely get that surround sound if you want to watch movies or maybe there's a game going on.
Love it.
And there's also that electric heater on the bottom just for, you know, like kind of an ambiance type, you know, feeling.
Yeah, and I always tell people, you know, I love a fireplace not only from, you know, a look standpoint, but like you said, it's a space heater. You know, it'll do a good job of kind of heating this space up. And if you need to cool it down, you got a ceiling fan.
Of course.
Yes. I also saw in the trim, looks like we have LED lights, kind of some accent lights running up. It's really cool. You can see the second AC unit right there. You know, you can see the intakes. And then what do we got right here? This is like a central vac. Is that what we have right there?
Yes, that is the central vac system. So a lot of people actually end up liking that because I mean it makes everything easier. That way you can just bring everything right here. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting it stuck on little crevices or anything.
Dude, I love a central vac. I mean that, you know, seriously, like having a vacuum that you don't have to tote around with you, just comes with your RV. That's a vacuum that just doesn't suck. I mean it does, but you know what I mean. It physically sucks, not figuratively. It's great to have. Yeah, that's really cool. What do we have here, bud? Oh, this is it's got a half bath too?
It does have a half bath.
Holy smokes. And then is this looks like washer dryer prep, huh?
Of course, yeah. So that washer dryer is not gonna end up being in that master closet. It'll actually be in that half bath right there.
Dude, that is fantastic. I love this. I like this because it's kind of tucked away. You know, it's not taking up space in the bedroom or in our living area. And porcelain bowl, as I would expect, easy to clean. I have plenty of room. Nice countertop in here, storage up top. Big, powerful fan. That's going to be important, having that fantastic vent fan, you know. If I don't know that I would do my business in here, but if I had to, right? You know, living area is not too far. I want to make sure I got something powerful to get it out of there.
There you go. It's for the guests and stuff. That way we don't have to smell their stuff.
That's right. That's right. Okay, got the upgraded control panel in here. The power control system makes sense. We have 3 ACs. The generator, if we get the generator, because it was prepped. And then right here looks like our tankless water heater control too. So, man, this thing is loaded, buddy.
Yeah.
Stepping on up into the bedroom. So what's your favorite part about the bedroom, Abel? What do you love about this one?
Man, one of the big things that you honestly you don't really see in the other units is on the master, you'll get, of course, the TV connections and everything, but you also get your own separated space heater in here as well.
Yes, I agree. That's one of those things you don't see very often, and for me, it just makes so much sense, right? Like, this is it's a big bedroom space, but it's a small space when you're talking about overall for the RV. So you close these doors, you turn that thing on, and if it's a cold night, dude, you're going to be toasty in no time, and that'll easily heat up this space, no problem.
For sure. Plus, you get those USB plugins on both sides of the bed, so you don't have to be fighting over who gets to charge their phone.
Little hidden storage area, not wasting any space there. I like that. Got the headboard, and that was something else I forgot to mention. We were out in the kitchen, and you know what? Maybe they have it in here too. Let me see, because they had slow close drawers. Yes. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh,
you know, you kind of get into that high end, you know, and again, it's kind of like you see in a home. I mean, it's just residential. What do we have here?
Man, you get a big closet right here, so you can store stuff away, and it's actually pretty long on the top section, so if you got shirts or anything that you don't want to get wrinkled.
Yep. Dude, that is awesome. Nice and big. And then here we go. Let's step into the front bath. This of course, as you said, is your favorite part. So tell me a little bit about what we have going on in here.
Man, honestly, this just pulls the whole unit together. So usually when you get into an RV, the restroom, they'll probably, you know, just make it a little bit smaller, of course, just for space reasons.
Yep.
But just having that front bath, it's big. You don't have to worry about, you know, just packing stuff away. You can actually have space to, you know, put all your stuff, and it's also a double sink.
Huge.
Man.
Dude, yeah, I agree. Are you a single man? Are you a married man?
I'm not a married man.
Oh, ladies, you heard it. Abel right here. He's single, ready to mingle. RV monster. No, but I agree with you. So I am a married guy, and when we RV, right, like having the double vanity is fantastic. It's one of those things where, you know, if you can have two people getting ready at the same time, it's just a little bit easier. I love having the two sinks here, beautiful countertops, lots of storage underneath. You know, get your own towel rack there. That beautiful window we talked about.
Yes.
Man, dude, if you had a good view out there, that would be just gorgeous.
Yeah, like if you're out in the mountains, I mean, who would ask for a better view, honestly?
That's right. Yeah, and it lets in a ton of natural light, too, which, you know, I don't put on a ton of makeup myself, but my wife tells me that, you know, how you look in the natural light is different than when you're inside. So, you know, let's let that in. So they look the same, whether inside, outside. I get that. The other thing I like about having a big bathroom like this, too, is that it gives you more space to get dressed, right? Like, one of the problems I often see in a lot of RVs is, like you mentioned, the bathroom's kind of compact. It's a little bit smaller. And a lot of times, a bedroom is the same. You just don't have a ton of space. So when you're talking about getting dressed in the morning, you just don't have a lot of options. But something like this, I mean, I have all the space in the world right here to get dressed. You know, I have a mirror there so I can make sure I'm looking good. Oh, I'm sweating a little. It's a little warm. Need to turn on one of those ACs, Abel. And this shower, dude, this is gorgeous. I love this.
Yes, you get that big step-in shower.
Yeah, you get the arm here, so you can kind of set how high you want it. I like the surround. Nice big skylight. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. I can stand up in here easily. How about if I don't have the even with I'm touching a little right there. I want to stand under the skylight, but still, I mean, with that, you can be 6'1", still standing here. I can turn. You know, look at that. Shut the door. Got the nice clear glass.
Yeah, you don't have to be hugging the corner, basically. You can just, you know, you get to take a shower in peace.
Yes, exactly. Because, I'm sure you can attest to this, right? You have like a smaller bath and it has a curtain, and you go to close the curtain, and all of a sudden, like, you know, the steam starts to rise, and the curtain becomes like a monster and starts to like eat you, and like you're like, what is going on? Why is the curtain touching me? Yeah. No, I understand, dude. That is awesome. Yeah. And this is, you know, it's funny, right? Because when I first started doing this and some of my videos, everyone's like, you know, I was telling people at work, and they're like, you're weird. Why do you do this? And I said, because I have been RVing enough that I know sometimes when you sit on a toilet, it's not a comfortable position, right? Like you're crammed up against the wall. You don't have the space here. Of course. But I mean, something like this, dude, I have more than enough room. You know, I don't know that I'd want to do this if my wife is showering right there because it's a clear glass door, but but that's what the other bathroom's for, right?
Of course.
That's why we have the powerful fan in it.
Yes, and the good thing is the way they set it up. I mean, come on, that view again. You get
my gosh. Oh boy. Might have to go on subreddit, right? Like best poop positions. This is a pretty good one right there, man. That's a good view. Oh, there's our chairs we talked about.
Yes, those are the folding chairs.
Okay, yeah, you're right, dude. They look spot on. They look just like it. Man, that's great. You got the drawer space underneath. Dude, this is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a step back outside real quick. Man, I'm really blown away. Like, I'm super impressed just by the colors that we have here. You know, I just want to take a step back down into the kitchen. I mean, overall, you know, just to kind of recap, right? For people that are watching, they're wondering, you know, why this was a staff pick, right? And I think that anyone that's been watching for a while, it's pretty obvious. But I mean, you have auto level. You know, you have the power cord out there. You have a front and rear cap. You have the armored underbelly.
Generator prep.
You got the generator prep. The frameless windows. We come inside. I mean,
big
beautiful.
spacious chicken or kitchen.
You can cook a big chicken.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a ton of space. I mean, really big sink, right? Like, especially for an apron front. I don't know that I've seen an apron front sink quite that large, both in depth as well as width. You get the window out the back too, so you have a window both front and back. All the storage here. I like that. I like this too, right? I didn't point this out the first time, but I like having the glass here. So if you have something a little more decorative, right, you can put it up there.
Yeah.
I know you like the trash.
Man, that is just a winner for me.
Yeah, I love it. And you know, and everything, you know, you get the slow close drawers in here.
Yes.
You have the central vac that, as we described, doesn't suck, but does suck, right? Sucks things up, but it doesn't suck.
Yes.
You got the residential fridge.
Yeah, that big residential fridge, which a lot of people end up loving, because I mean, if you're gonna go camping, you gotta eat. So
listen, I eat, man. If there's one thing I do, it is eat. COVID, you know, this whole 2020, was not a great year for my waistline. Between not being able to go out anymore, I just ate at home, which my pantry is big, right? Kind of like this. So I'm just constantly grabbing snacks and food. My belly's growing. I had a baby recently, I stopped working out, and all of a sudden I'm getting big. Gotta have food.
There
gotta
you go,
have
man.
food.
Yes, and it just ties in with the oven and everything.
Yeah, you know, it's absolutely gorgeous. So everyone, if again, Abel, I think you did an excellent job picking this one. Folks, for those of you that don't know or don't remember or you're just tuning in, this is the Forest River Cardinal Luxury 390 FBX. It's an absolute beauty. Now, it's not a small fifth wheel by any means, right? We're a little under 42 foot. Dry weight's just a hair under, I think it's like 12,800 and some change. You know, and you have big tanks, right? So I mean, you're looking at 64 gallon fresh, 67 gray, and a 79 gallon black, I believe. So, you know, you start traveling with some water, and you definitely have some weight in this thing. You're gonna want a big truck, but man, is this thing absolutely gorgeous. It's built to the hilt. And folks, for the show, we're starting this one at $72,995, which, Abel, that's as low as $14.60 a day.
Man.
And that's pretty affordable, dude. I mean, if you think about it, you know, you start looking at vacation costs, $14.60, that's pretty manageable, especially
Honestly,
for
yeah.
something like this.
Of course, yeah, you definitely didn't. I mean, with all the space you get inside of this, you definitely don't have to worry about bumping elbows or bumping shoulders with anybody else.
Exactly. And if you're someone that's looking at full-time living, I mean, you have that enclosed heated underbelly, you have a big, beautiful kitchen, you have a space to hang out, the bathroom up front. This thing is truly a home on wheels. Abel, thank you so much, sir. Everyone that is watching, thank you so very much. This has been our staff pick. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
RV travel is about more than the destination.
When you're traveling like this, vacation begins where your driveway ends.
Skip the flights.
We can get the whole crew in the camper and just go.
Add more pit stops.
I love seeing the kids exploring.
And make more memories along the way.
When your 4-year-old says, "This is the best day ever," you're doing it right.
Your vacation begins at Camping World.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 factory fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 factory fresh RVs, starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
Sean Parr continuing up the national tour as we wrap up day 3, week number 4 with the amazing, the Jergies are here with their entire family. And of course, us, the Remingtons, with their family as well, getting a little bit bigger very, very soon. We'll keep you informed of that one. Before we actually get a chance to skedaddle onto our next location. I said skedaddle.
I like that word.
It works. I mean, got the kids around all the time. But let's talk about some of the things that we've learned over the last couple of days. Bryce, what about the Jergies?
Well, I mean, looking at the models, we joke about ourselves. We're seeing the other kitchens and the bigger kitchens. It's like, oh, we missed it. But we're super pumped about the fifth wheel that we have. But there are a lot of big kitchen layouts that you can have. So many different models to host, which is a big thing that we love. And as things start to change and we get more handle on COVID, you'll be able to host more people. But even as is now, you can still travel and have the home setup that you want.
Yeah, and of course we have a new star in the family who nailed her traveling with kids segment earlier.
Yes.
And always looking to make a little noise and have some fun on camera. So she's going to be hosting her own show. Stay tuned for her podcast, Us, the Remingtons. Tiffany, tell me about your weekend.
It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, I love being able to travel not only with you guys, but with everyone who's watching as well. I think every week we think we find a new rig that is going to be in our future, and then we learn about another one. Like this week, the Forest River Sierra, almost all of them were just absolutely mind-blowing, but we found like that rear living room one that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that for now is holding the top ringer for us.
From entertainment systems to living rooms to kitchens, we've seen them all. That's why we have over 80,000 factory fresh ready to deliver to you RVs. And that's what this show is really all about. Showing you from the comfort of your home exactly what you have options for. Speaking of amazing new rigs, why don't we just give somebody a chance to own one right now for free? All right, we are giving away, and I love the fact that we're doing this each week, a 2021 Coleman Lantern LT, the 17B, our most popular right now. Good luck finding a unit because everybody wants one of these, and we are giving it away.
There is
a wait list right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's give it away. Who is our winner? I think you guys know.
Our winner is
Dan Miller! Dan Miller, congratulations. You got yourself a brand new RV. We're going to be hitting the road and going to our next location. As a matter of fact, we've got Tennessee in our future, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi next week. So make sure you follow us, campingworld.com. It's all right there. And, of course, are you guys ready to hit the road?
We are.
All right, the Jergies?
Yeah, we're going to have a blast. It's so much fun in between.
I
This
love
is great.
what this is all about, and most importantly, it's all about you. Thank you for watching each week. We'll talk to you next week. I'm Sean Parr on behalf of the Jergies and us, the Remingtons. We'll see you on the road. Thank you so much.